In a small town where dreams rarely reached beyond the dusty roads, lived a boy named Eli, a 13-year-old with a heart full of hope and a voice that could melt even the hardest of souls. His family lived in a broken wooden house on the edge of the city. His father had passed away when Eli was only 7, and his mother worked long hours cleaning houses just to bring home a few dollars. Eli never complained. Instead, he spent his evenings sitting on the old porch, looking up at the stars and humming softly. His voice was pure, the kind of voice that felt like sunlight breaking through dark clouds. But nobody really knew about it. Not yet. Cloud with rain, the struggle before the light. Every morning before school, Eli helped his mother carry water from a nearby pump. Their clothes were worn out, and their shoes barely held together. Still, Eli smiled. At school, some kids laughed at him because of his torn uniform and second-hand books. But Eli didn't let their words destroy his spirit. He kept one dream close to his heart, to become a singer, to sing on a stage where his voice could be heard by the world. One day, while walking home, he saw a poster on a lamppost. National Talent Show auditions, this Sunday. All ages welcome. Eli stopped in his tracks. His heart raced. He whispered to himself, maybe, this is my chance. He rushed home and showed the poster to his mother. Tears filled her tired eyes. Eli, we don't have the money for the bus or the entry fee, she said softly. He looked at her and smiled. Mom, I'll sing right there on the street if I have to. But I'll go. Musical notes: the day everything changed. On Sunday morning, Eli left home before sunrise. He walked 7 miles barefoot to reach the city auditorium. When he arrived, hundreds of kids stood in line, all dressed neatly, holding guitars and wearing expensive clothes. Eli looked down at his torn shirt, took a deep breath, and whispered, "It's not about what I wear, it's about what they'll hear." When his turn finally came, he stepped onto the huge stage. The bright lights blinded him for a moment. The judges looked unimpressed at first, one even whispered, "He looks like he came from the streets." But then, Eli closed his eyes, and began to sing. Microphone, the song that stopped time. His voice floated through the hall, soft, trembling, and full of pain and hope. He sang a song he had written for his late father called, "You're Still My Star." Even when the nights are cold. I see your light, I feel your soul. You taught me how to dream so high. Now I'll touch the endless sky. The audience went silent. The judges, who had seen thousands of contestants, couldn't look away. One of them, a famous music producer, wiped tears from his eyes. When Eli finished, the hall exploded in applause. People stood up, cheering, clapping, crying. A judge asked him, "Who taught you to sing like that?" Eli looked down, shyly smiled, and said, "My mom, when she sang lullabies to keep me from crying at night." Sparkling heart, the moment that melted millions. The video of Eli's audition was uploaded online. Within days, it spread across the internet like wildfire. Millions watched the poor boy with the angelic voice make grown men cry. Comments flooded in. "This boy is pure talent. I'm crying right now, his voice feels like heaven. From rags to grace, this is what real music sounds like." News channels picked up his story. Within a week, Eli was invited to perform live on national television. He wore a simple white shirt, the same one his mother had washed and stitched 100 times, and sang once again, dedicating the song to all the mothers who never stop believing in their children. Glowing star, dreams do come true. Months later, Eli won the entire talent competition. The prize money was huge, enough to buy a new house for his mother and fund his schooling. But what made the victory truly special wasn't the trophy, it was the moment he walked off the stage, ran to his mother sitting in the audience, and hugged her tightly. She cried and whispered, "I told your father one day you'd shine like the brightest star." Eli looked at her and said, "Mom, I didn't do this alone. You're my song." Dizzy epilogue, the boy who taught the world to believe. Years later, Eli became a global singer known for his soulful, emotional music. In every concert, he still sang, "You're Still My Star," the same song that brought the judges to tears. When people asked him what success meant, he always said, "Success isn't about fame or money, it's about singing from your soul, even when no one's listening." Moral of the story: no matter where you come from or how little you have, your dreams are valid. If you believe in your voice, your true voice, the world will eventually stop and listen.